We've just gone over controlling and routing inserts. Let's take a look at how this works with sends. You can add a send, turn it on, and turn it up. You can even make it pre-fader to create some neat sounds. Let's talk about this button here and this pan window. If you can't see this window here, right-click on an empty space on the mixer, choose Customize View, and then choose Send Routing. This allows you to control the pan of the signal sent to the send effect. You can right-click on the panner to change the type of panner you want to use. You can have this button on and it will link the panning of your track with the panning of the send. If you want to break this link, you can turn off this button and then pan the channel and send however you like. You can do some cool stuff with this. You can pan your guitar to the left or right and pan the send to the opposite side. This creates a cool stereo effect. This is also really good with delay effects. You can set Cubase so that this button is on by default by going to the Preferences menu under VST. Just select Send Routing Panners follow Channel Panner as default. You might not have known this, but you can have multiple channel setting windows up at the same time. Click the E button on one of the channels. It's a good idea to right-click and choose Always on Top. This will prevent other windows from going on top of this window. Hold down the Alt key and press another E button. Now we have two windows open. You can keep opening as many windows as you like. When audio is playing, you can change the appearance of the meters. Right-click on the mixer and choose Global Meter Settings. The first option is Hold Peaks. This holds the peak of the audio file for a few seconds before resettling to 0. This is good for seeing how loud the audio tracks were in the last couple of seconds, or to help you get a quick average of the volume level. You can specify how long the peak will be held by going to the VST metering page in the Preferences menu and changing Meters Peak Hold Time. It can be set anywhere from 500 milliseconds, which is half a second, to 30,000 milliseconds, which is 30 seconds. That's a really long peak hold. You can also set the decibel level at which the meters will fall back slowly and fall back quickly or fast. I usually keep these set to the defaults of 20 and 40 dB. Hold Forever is good for seeing how loud the audio tracks are at their loudest point. You can play the whole song and at the very end, know what their maximum volume was. As the name suggests, it will hold the peak forever, even when playback is stopped. To clear it, just select Reset Meters here. I like to choose Fast Release so that the meters drop very quickly. It also looks pretty slick. The last three options are for viewing the meter at different stages of the channel path.